I've had a chance to talk to you a little bit here before our interview, and
Yes.
man, I had told people, hey, I'm going to interview you, and they were like, man, he's kind of a mean guy on the television, and right now you're really being real sweet to me.
Louis, come on, I have good days. Also, I think there's two Gordons, depending on where we are, and depending how much pressure I've got on my shoulders. Hell's Kitchen is a restaurant that's fully booked for 6 months in advance, and when those curtains go up and that door opens and those guests sit down, it's real. So that's no different to what I'm like in my restaurants. But you have a team that's been with me for years, and so they understand me. And so I think the pressure of these young contestants coming in, it's a great platform to start their career from. I just want them at their best, and I don't want BS, but I'm never going to send them mistakes. And I'll tolerate it first time. Second time I'm going to get cranky, but third time I'm going to come down on them, because as pros, they shouldn't be making those mistakes. And I need to get straight to the point.
So you talked a little bit about turning off and on the personality of being strict with people.
Oh, no, not the personality, but just that level of, refinement. When I've got my chef jacket on, that's when I turn, because I'm going to be absolutely bang to rights, #1 perfectionist, and I'm going to send only the best, and I'm not going to send and I've never to this day, Lewis, ever sent a mistake. I've never sent something thinking they won't spot the difference, just send it because the customers, they won't know the goods and bad. Yes, they do.
Could you do that when you're not working? When you eat, do you always analyze your food, or could you just enjoy? Do you have to analyze like what ingredients are in there? Or
Sometimes I'll go on a roll. Sometimes I'll always refresh my palate, but then sometimes I love being the other side of the table. I love being fed. I love getting spoiled. But sometimes I go into restaurants and nothing happens for 45 minutes. And so either the chef's doing a runner, or he's put my food through the dishwasher because we're related somewhere, or I'm bumped into him in a competition somewhere. So I never know what's going on. I'm not very good at dinner parties. I can't sit there and be diplomatic on how bad the food is. Whenever I get an invite through the post or an email about some friend's dinner, first question I ask, guess what?
What?
Do you have a dog? Because if the food's that bad, I'll make sure that dog is sat by my feet. I'll roll the food up in my napkin and I gently drop it down, provided it doesn't saliva much and it's not a dog with big jaws, so it can discreetly eat off my shoes without being seen. Once I fed this dog so much food, and I didn't realise the appetizer and entree was that bad, the dog actually shat the carpet.
Being Latin American from Cuba,
Yes.
is there a favorite? What country do you think in Latin America is your favorite food come from?
Oh,
If you had to pick.
it's a tough one, that. Cuban food is something that is high on the agenda in the European sector, especially in London. So whether it's, the braising dishes, whether it's the braised collar of pork, Cuban food for me is a rustic charm. It doesn't ooze that finesse and picturesque food, but it does hold a punch of a flavour. The problem is, if you eat too much, then you're going to know about it, because it's the kind of buy new jeans a week later. So you can spot, that kind of food a mile away, but you can't overindulge too much. And for a chef, I need to stay nimble. So I graze. I graze all day long. So I don't eat a starter, main, nothing of the sort. I just graze every 4 hours, small portions of food. And also, is my wife's ambition, coming up to 50 this year, that she wants me to get out of bed and still look at my meat and 2 veg.
Is there a particular food people would like that you like, that if people found out, that not too many people know about, that if people found out, you think they'd be kind of shocked, like, he eats that, he likes that?
Well, I mean, fast food never has to be junk food. I'm a big lover of burgers. I love In-N-Out. And I have an amazing assistant who drives me home every night when I've been filming all day or in a restaurant. His name's Justin, and he will go through a drive-through and we'll pick up an In-N-Out burger. And he's the only guy I know that can order food through a window and swipe on Tinder at the same time.
Thanks for the interview.
Hey.
You made me a hero.
Not at all. Good to see you, bud.